Good morning, Quadcopter 101 here, and by request I have added an 808 keychain camera to my XK A600. People want to see if this is able to lift the camera. Okay, let's find out. I think it should be able to lift this 808. We're going to find out, but I would have severe doubts on it being able to lift anything heavier than this. Say Run Cam or a Mobius. Mobius, those are 40 grams. Just might be a little too heavy for this little airplane, but it may be able to lift this 808. So let's go for a flight and find out. Hope you enjoy this flight. Before we do this flight, I wanted to show you one thing. You notice in my last video I had a crash where this battery door popped open and the battery fell out. Since then I've added Velcro here and a Velcro strap. It seems to hold the battery much better than the stock battery door. So okay, let's turn on the camera and start recording. By the way, this camera is just held on by a little piece of Velcro tab in there between the camera and the top of the wing here. The Velcro tab fastens very nicely to the styrofoam. So let's turn on, or whatever type foam that is. Turn on the transmitter. Check our controls. Okay, we got good ailerons, good rudder. We got that. Let's make sure our elevator is going up and down and all controls are working in 6G mode. We're going to start off in 6 and probably stay in 6G for most of this flight. We'll see if I get brave enough to go to 3D mode. Okay. Wind's coming from that general direction. I'm going to give it a lot of throttle here because of the extra weight. Here we go. Yes, it does lift an 808. Let's see if I can reduce the throttle some. Keep it in the air with a lower throttle. Well, what do you know, huh? How about a left turn? It does lift the 808. Does it quite readily too. We'll fly this for a while and see if I feel comfortable enough to go to 3D mode. Ooh, there's a flock of birds going by it. Oh, what do you know? You know, I'm going to fly my F959. I brought that also today. I'm going to do that afterwards here. Or I'll try to do that afterwards here. Because the F59 or 959 is also a great airplane for lifting a camera. The 808 camera, that is. Both of them are great camera birds. Okay, I'm going to go this way and we're going to try a loop after I turn. Going to 3D. 6G mode. Well, what do you know? It can do a loop. Do that again. I hope that camera stays on there from the G's it's pulling while doing that. How about a roll? Cool airplane, isn't it? The A600 from XK. XK makes some really neat stuff. You know, it's WLToys high-tech division. It wobbles a bit, lifted that camera there, I could see that. I'm trying to keep the throttle down. Another. I don't know what that was. Probably a stall. That was probably a stall. So you can't stall it, especially when you're lifting this weight. I'm going to try something here, trimming. You know, I've been letting this thing, it seems to be nose heavy, or wants to point the nose up. I'm going to give it downward trim and see if that helps. So yeah, I guess it is possible to stall this thing. I didn't think it would, but it doesn't have airspeed sensor, so you know, it doesn't know how fast it's going to maintain speed. So yeah, I guess it would be easy to stall this if you're not careful. If I did some nose downward trimming. Oh, I think it's at max nose down trim right now. Okay, I think I've proved my point. We're going to bring it in. I'm going to try to land on this road over here. Pushing down the nose, keeping the speed up. Yeah, my landings suck, I know. And there we go. Throttle off. That's the flight of the XK A600 with an 808 keychain camera attached. Now let's attach it to my F959 and see if how well that performs compared to the XK A600 in terms of carrying this 808 keychain camera. Hope you enjoy that flight. Okay, welcome back. Now it's time for my WLToys WL959, the Sky King. Can it lift the 808? Well, I've demonstrated already in previous videos that it can. This airplane's got a nice big wingspan, able to easily lift that camera. Let's go for a flight with the WLToys F959. I like this airplane. Now this is a 3-channel aircraft without auto stabilization. You really have to fly this one. But it's not too hard of a flyer. It's relatively easy to fly. Gentle flyer. I really like this airplane actually, as I've done many flights with it already. I even do slope soaring up in the canyons with this thing. In fact, I liked it so much that I modified its transmitter so I can get extra range using Sebidoki's mod, and it's a great glider too. Well, here, see, there it goes. I'm going to glide right now. Just do gentle turns and you can glide really far with this airplane. Hello there. Down the gully there. Great airplane, the F959. I guess the Bixler is a good one too. I'm curious about getting one of those too. I like these gliders. Like I mentioned, I like to go flying up in the canyons and do slope soaring. They are fun. It's relaxing. It's like fishing. Slope soaring and flying these gliders. Try to get some altitude here. And do another glide. Climbing, climbing, climbing. Reducing throttle, going into glide. And with this modification, I can fly. You know, this airplane's max range is 200 meters. I can go quite a bit further with this modification, maybe 300, 400 meters. If I put a reflector on it, I can go even further, maybe 600 meters. Reducing throttle. Yeah, this one here, I can fly for like 15-20 minutes on a little battery, little 7.4 volt battery in there. Just going up and then gliding, going up and then gliding. I hardly give it any throttle at all, and it just climbs. It's a great climber. Of course, you gotta trim it to get that, do that. When I first got this thing was doing lots of fugoids until I figured out about trimming. Basic beginner's mistake. You know, I'm not really a great flyer when it comes to fixed wing. I'll admit that. But these are great to learn how to do that. Right over my head. Okay, let's take it up once. Try a loop. Get it up higher though before I do such, so I have room to make mistakes. Ready, folks? You know, with this one here, if you get into a problem, just center the stick. It kind of levels itself just because of the dihedral on the wing. That's why it's a good beginner's plane. But give yourself some altitude to be able to make those mistakes. Let's try it again. Coming around. Increasing throttle, going down and up for the roll. Okay. It's not an acrobat. I'm sure there's others out there who can fly this like a champ, but I'm not a champ. Again, just center the stick and it levels itself without, you know, all those gyros. It's pretty good for giving beginners airplane. But I'm getting tired of getting a little bit bored of flying it right now, and you probably are getting a little bit bored of seeing it. So let's bring it in. Reducing throttle. And welcome back. I like this airplane too. The A600 and this one, they're both great airplanes in my opinion. The F959. Well, I hope you enjoyed that flight. I hope that video came out okay. We'll find out. This is Quadcopter 101, signing out.